Hey guys, Anders here, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be going over my general thoughts about the most recent patch. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll link a video where I explain everything that happened with the recent patch in the description. But first, I want to thank you guys for the awesome support you've shown me with the past two videos, and for hitting 22,000 subscribers. We're getting ever so close to 25,000, which would be a really awesome milestone to hit this year. It's a quarter of 100,000, which is pretty insane to think about. Never thought I would even hit even 10,000. So again, thank you guys so much for that, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I post regularly, and hey, join the Discord. It is in the description if you want to join up. There's a bunch of people that also watch the videos there. But I want to preface this video talking about this patch by saying, I am not saying people cannot enjoy the patch. If you enjoy the patch, if you think the patch was good, by all means, have as much fun as you want. But I am going to be honest with my thoughts here, and I'm just going to come right out the gate swinging. There's really nothing impressive about this patch, and I'll explain why. So, looking at the patch and all the patch notes, stuff like that, it is actually a decent improvement to the game. They did fix some annoying bugs. They did introduce some interesting attachment setups that you can now do, which does provide some more variety to the weapons and the overall gameplay. But the fact of the matter is, this is just how the game should have released. If DICE made the correct decision of delaying the game 6 months to a year, this is the game that we should have gotten on release. And you could even make the argument that this version of the game that we're playing right now is still not up to snuff with where other Battlefields were in the same time frame. For instance, some Battlefields have already had multiple maps added, multiple new vehicles, multiple weapons. Some even had full-on DLCs with all of the above that I just mentioned. And we're celebrating, or at least some people are celebrating, Battlefield 2042 having the addition of VoIP to the game, or the addition of HUD opacity sliders to the game. And I just want to present this comparison, like, we're celebrating basically mediocrity. And that's not good, because you're lowering the standards. When they see people get happy for that sort of stuff, I don't know, it just doesn't sit well with me. Like, this sort of stuff that they're adding to the game and these sort of bug fixes shouldn't even be a worry to the player, because the game should already be higher quality. We shouldn't have to worry about there not being VoIP in a game, or a scoreboard, or the ability to change HUD aspects that you could change in the past 4 Battlefield games. You're essentially celebrating the game getting to where other games were without patches. You know, like other games were at this point when they released. And I just want to emphasize this. I'm not saying every single person is doing this, obviously, but there is definitely a section of the community that is celebrating this patch like it's the next greatest thing since sliced bread, and I just don't think that should be the case at all. And another thing that I want to kind of address right now, I've seen a concerning amount of actually large content creators on Twitter and YouTube videos claim that they fixed the mouse input, that the game feels really good. Well, I'm here to tell you that that is absolute fucking bullshit. I, as a very talented player, and I don't think anyone would dispute that, I've won multiple tournaments for literal money in Battlefield games. I think I can confidently say that I know when the mouse is feeling up to snuff. Let me tell you something. They did not fix the mouse input in Battlefield 2042 in this patch. It feels the exact same. The people that are saying it's fixed are getting placeboed. The reason why they're getting placeboed is the actual change they did to the mouse in this patch is they switched the numbers they use to calculate sensitivity from the Battlefield 2042 numbers to the BF5 numbers to make it easier to cross your sensitivity over between games. For example, my Battlefield 5 sensitivity was 1600 DPI, 1.6%. Now, if I wanted to use that exact same sensitivity in Battlefield 2042, I can, whereas before I could not. To reach the exact same sensitivity I used in Battlefield 5 in Battlefield 2042, I would have to use 1600 DPI, 4.8% before the patch. After the patch, I can use 1.6%. Does everyone understand that? Type yes or no in the comments. I'm sorry if that was confusing, but there really isn't a simpler way to explain that. Now, for the people that are still going to say, oh, but Enders, it still feels better to me. You are partially correct. I would agree it does feel better, but it's for a different reason. The reason it feels better is because this patch actually got you a little more FPS in the game. According to Freethy, who's one of my good friends and is well known within the PC optimization community, this patch actually received a 10% performance boost from this patch. And because you're getting 10% more frames, or just more FPS in general, it is reducing input lag, which makes your mouse feel better. That is why the game feels slightly better, not because they fixed the mouse. The mouse is still absolutely not fixed. So, sorry for going on that little tangent there. I just had to get that off my chest. I was tired of seeing that stuff spewed on Twitter from people that don't really understand what they're talking about. But the point I wanted to make with this video is, while this update did make improvements to the game, it is essentially just bringing it up to where it should have been on release, and I don't necessarily consider that impressive. And I also don't think a large portion of the community considers that impressive as well, judging from some of the comments I got on my videos and videos I've seen posted from creators such as Jack Frags, Westy. You know, some of the top comments on their videos are literally like, cool, can't wait for the game to come out to beta. So obviously, people see through the bullshit as well. So that is really it for this video, guys. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, hit the like button, comment down below what your thoughts are, and subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next one. Be sure to follow my Twitch channel. Link is in the description. I stream every single day. Probably going to be playing some Elden Ring pretty soon, so that'll be pretty fun. See you there. YOLO. Woo! Oh, guys, it's 420 today. Weed chat. Marijuana chat. Yeah.